Hello everybody, my name is mehappydude and welcome back to some Endless Space 2. So, it's been a while since I visited this game. The last time I was playing was before any of the huge updates that came out. I came back to the game because I wanted to start making more videos regularly, and I discovered that they had launched an update that added bombers and fighters into the game, and I was super pumped, super excited, sounded awesome. I love the team over at Amplitude. The way that they put everything out for free is incredible. They're the only company so far that I think has done early access the right way, other than just a few people who I'm sure you will see their games later on because I'm big fans of theirs. But anyway, Amplitude put out this update. They added bombers and fighters into the game, and upon opening it and playing a match, I was kind of I didn't understand how to access them. Because I am a big dum-dum, and so this is for anybody who wants just to see some bombers and fighter carrier builds that I created for the Craver faction, and then also for those people who have not been able to access the fighters and bombers or are unsure of how to create a decent ship that utilizes the new bomber and fighter modules. So we'll just go through ship designs here to see the ship designs that I have created. I've created a bomber carrier and a fighter carrier, each respectively having their own little setups. Let's go ahead and go into edit so that we can actually see what's in this thing. So once you research the corresponding research tree application to unlock fighters and bombers, they'll appear here actually in your ship weapons. They're not their own whole, well actually probably the squadron ship modules. That's a pretty big clue that in the ship design screen there's a tab that says show only squadron ship modules, but they'll appear here in your edit ship area, and you can see that I've already pulled two basic bombers onto my cruiser here, or my carrier, and everything else is just defense upgrades. There's one healing, we've got one science to pull off of destroyed ships, but everything else is just defense, an engine, and then two bombers. And these bombers, what they'll do is at the beginning of the match, they will jettison out of your ship and then go over and start attacking the enemy. And the fighters do the same thing. I think fighters are also used to destroy enemy fighters and bombers. So I've got a couple of each of those, and I've actually got a couple of each of them on this planet right here, just outside of this pirate homeworld. So hopefully, if we send everybody this away, then next turn we'll find some cool brawls to get into and some fights to be had. But I've already seen one fight with them. It's a really cool system. I really like how they've done everything with it. It is... Oh, can we actually beat them over here to this minor civilization, or should we just wait? You know what, let's just keep blockading this world until either they come back from this minor faction over here from raiding their stuff, or they just spawn out here again. So we're going to chill out here, and I'll bring you back into the... Oh, nope, that's a quest. I'll bring you back into the video once we get into a scrap. Alright, here we go. We're fighting with 3 carriers up against 4 pirate prowlers. So it's 3 versus 4. They're all small attacking ships, and it looks like they've got most of their balances towards the... Oh, I guess these ones do energy projectiles, but the rest of them do regular projectiles. Let's do turtle just to increase hull plating absorption, because I think they've got an okay amount of shield defense. So we'll focus on the hull plating absorption to kind of weather the bullet storm that they're going to come with. So we'll go ahead and launch this, and I'll kind of just give you a demonstration of how they work in combat, and then I'll let you guys go. This is kind of just a quick video to get me back, to get my feet wet again in the waters of Endless Space 2. And I hope you guys enjoy this ridiculous fighter and bomber demonstration. Fighter formations, 30% attack, 70% defense. Okay, so the fighters are escorting my ships and attacking enemy bombers and ships. That's good to know. That's actually a really cool little infographic. So we've got 2 bombers up there, 2 bombers down here, 4 fighters. So each fighter module, even at the beginning fighter modules, has twice as many as the bomber module. So that's a good thing to keep in mind when you're designing a ship. Okay, here we go. Those are thick Craver carrier ships. We've just got... They're just basically a massive metal tied together to keep these things connected while our fighters engage. We have a thumbs up. I don't know why there's a... Oh, no, that's positive morale. I didn't know if the game was just giving me encouragement. Okay, the firefight has actually started. So we're getting hit by a lot of attacks. I'm sure we're going to get at least one ship that takes heavy damage. But our fighters and bombers are going to begin strafing the enemy ships. I will take this into free camera mode so that you can kind of see what that looks like. You see a few of them right around here. Hold on, gotta get to the keypad. So you see, I'll pull up the scan mode so you can see what's actually going on in combat. So these bombers, these might be fighters actually, I think, yeah, they're fighters. So those fighters just disable that ship pretty quickly. Here come the bombers up from the top. They're just gonna fly in here. They're going to aim at this prowler down here, and boom, there goes the torpedoes. Now, I think they mainly work with torpedoes, so they're very projectile-based. Maybe later in the future you get, like, fighter-based bombers and fighters. This bomber carrier is actually taking a heck of a lot of damage, probably from the energy weapons that we didn't spec to defend against. And our bombers and fighters have taken some substantial damage. I think that the fighters and bombers respawn every time you start a fight, though, so it works pretty fast. Our carrier is going to be okay in the end, and we managed to destroy them. So that's kind of what the setup would look like with the carriers and the bombers and everything. So it's not too bad. It's a really fun mechanic to use. Certainly once you get into the higher tech trees, the tech tree for fighters and bombers is this one right here in the 3rd tech level, improved fleet management. And as you go up, it looks like, no, that's the actual airplane attack. Yeah, advanced bomber, advanced fighter, and then I think it looks like there's just one upgrade for them. But I've had a lot of fun with the technology. I've had a lot of fun with the firefights, and hopefully, if you didn't before, now that you know that they're just a module that you put on other ships, and can send them in like that, it will be helpful to you. I would be very interested. I'll probably continue this game until I get into the later advances of the tech trees, and then I'll do one more Endless Space Fighter bomber video showcasing like a fully decked out Craver. Sorry, I always forget the the name of this species, but I'll do a video fully showcasing like a fully built bomber fighter squadron built ship where they're just sending out as many fighters, as many bombers as they can possibly hold. A lot of carnage. I would love to do that. I think it would be great. But right now, I'll just continue on in this little game world. I'm not doing fantastic here because I just built this world just to rush fighters and bombers. So as you can see, my score is not perfect. I mean, I'm about 120 behind the enemy, so that's not good. But I'm still doing respectably. I will continue this game and try to build up towards either this game or another game, like a full bomber fighter build. And that's my goal for right now. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Endless Space 2, Bomber and Fighter demo. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. And as always, stay happy.